Hello chaps, right, it's stopped raining for a little bit, so I'm going to have a look under here. This is where I planted me carrots earlier on in the season, so I'm going to lift the cover off now and see if we've actually got anything to harvest. Boom! Well, we've certainly got a lot of weeds in there. I'm going to give them a little pull. Where's my bucket? We'll find it. There we go, that's looking a bit better now with a few of them weeds out of the way. So I'm just going to have a little delve, see if we've got anything decent in there. What have we got here? My lolly sticks let me down. Nice little stumpy one there. Look at some of these, beautiful. Now you can get in there with your fork and lift the whole row, but what I tend to do is give them a little push down like with a parsnip, and that loosens them and then they come out quite easily. So push, pull, carrot. Beautiful. And having the cover on there as well has prevented the carrot root flies from getting involved. Now if you see any black banding around your carrot, that's the little grubs. They tend to sort of burrow their way around and they're not very nice really, so keep your carrots covered because the carrot root flies fly around very low to the ground. They can smell the carrots and they will go for them. But this scaffold netting that I've used, that just helps prevent it, and it seems to have worked this time, so that's lovely. Some little ones as well, but they're still going to taste just as sweet. There's some of the longer type as well now. So, as you can see, it's a very nice, respectable looking carrot. No carrot root fly. Ooh. What's up, Doc? Just a quick word on carrots, because I see quite a lot of misdiagnosis of carrot issues. Now, a lot of the time people will get a carrot that's deformed or has got multiple legs on it. There's a few reasons that this can happen. If you've got very stony ground sometimes, or very hard ground, and this long tap root here, that will grow straight down as the plant starts to form, and then that fattens up, which is the carrot that we eat. If this tap root can't get straight down because it hits a rock or it hits very hard ground, it'll squish up and you'll get a very squishy carrot. Also, if you try and start these guys off in pots and that tap root hits the bottom of the pot and squiggles up. Also, if you try and transplant them, which is a bad idea, because again this tap root, rather than going nice and straight, will get squished up. With the ground as well, carrots, it's a case of treat and mean. You don't want to be fertilising them, you don't want to be putting manure or anything like that in the ground, because what happens is the carrots love it like any other plant and they'll go absolutely crazy. You'll get loads of top growth and the root will be sitting there in all this nutritious ground and it'll be like, way, party time, and it'll put out multiple legs and it'll just start loving all of that nutrients at the top of the soil. It won't bother with this tap root here. So yeah, that's why you can get sometimes a very forked, deformed one. So there's quite a few issues that can happen, but here luckily I've done quite well. Carrot, bit of a dirty one, I'll give them a scrub. Right then, that's all of them harvested out of there. That was about, what, 1 square metre, something like that, maybe 1.2. So they've all gone, and there's the carrots that I got out of there. So all of them were like pretty much disease free. There was a couple of slug eggs in there, a couple of little holes, but other than that, I'm quite happy with them. So I've decided to take these out now. There'll be quite a few of them getting gifted away to people. But the rest of them, if you want to store them, you want to keep them somewhere cool and dark. A lot of people will get a bucket with sand in it and layer them in the sand and then put more sand on, another layer, more sand. That just keeps them dormant, stops them going off. But I don't know if these lot will be around that long. We'll see what it go, who? Carrots. Well, the frost here, or the very cold weather at least, has definitely put pay to my butternut squashes this year. Didn't really get anything off them, so there's a bit of noise in the background. Somebody's trimming a hedge, hopefully you can still hear me. So I'm going to have to clear all of those out. We've got some nasturtiums up at the back here, they're well past the best as well. The butternuts are sort of spread over this way, and yeah, as you can see, all the leaves on there sort of crispy and dead, so we're going to have to get rid. Well, that's definitely a work in progress, but we're getting there. Something does tell me though we're not going to be short of nasturtiums next year. Look at these little devils strewn about casually. That's all the nasturtium seeds. I don't mind, lovely plants. Plus the bugs love them as well, so it tends to deter them away from your actual crops. This amaranth here, love lies bleeding. Look at them, still going strong. I say still going strong, all the leaves have died back, but beautiful long flower heads. Oh yes, wafting the tails around in the wind, lovely. Just a little follow up on my previous video. I realised I didn't put the after view with me hedge work, but as you can see that's pretty much clear now down to the bottom. Just ignore that little bit on the side and all these tops because I didn't get them done, but that's certainly wide enough open for somebody to get the vehicle down, which is lovely. And if any of you remember as well, before I was talking up at this top end where it was complete total pigsty, the council have now been in and started to clear. It's actually looking a bit worse at the minute, but let's call it a work in progress. This top plot up here, as you can see, they've actually got quite a lot of clearance work done up here. If we get my ugly mug out of the way, they've been putting a lot of rubbish around, but I'm assuming that that's a work in progress. They're going to come and finish the rest of that off, hopefully. But yeah, this top end here, that was up here with weeds before, so you can actually pretty much see they've got about halfway down that plot and they've started to delve into this one. Not the tidiest of jobs, as you can see, but like I say, hopefully that will all be getting collected away pretty soon. As you can see up at the top end there's all sorts of rubbish laying around. So yes. It does mean that you can actually get in now and have a look. So prospective plot holders at least know more or less what they're getting themselves in for. Oh dear, now if any of you have been watching for years, but I have had a rummage around on this plot in the past. As you can see, it's completely strewn with rubbish. But it's a move in the right direction, isn't it? We can but hope anyway. A lot of the new guys that have come down are starting to settle in now as well, which is nice. They're starting to clear the plots down, getting the sheds ready for winter, that sort of thing, because you do need somewhere to retreat. So yes, in the future I might go and have a look, have a chat if they agree to be on camera. I don't like being on camera, so I wouldn't blame them if they didn't. Don't know what's up with the weather today. It's meant to have been really cold and wet. It's actually warmed up tremendously. Is it all there to lure me into a false sense of security? Yeah. I'm sure the weatherman said about 10 degrees, it feels about 5 degrees hotter than that. Oh dear. Right. Crack on with Operation Clear Up, I think. As you can see, we are getting there. Still plenty to harvest. I've got a row of spuds in there. Got some turnips here, I might have a look at them. Yes. Yes, let's have a look at some turnips right now. So this is another crop that's been left to it. God, that sunlight is so bright. Can you see me? Oh dear. So I'm going to dig them up anyway, we'll have a look. You know, it'll be fun, it'll be amazing, it'll be uber cool, funky, hip hop happening, cool. You can tell I'm fresh and down with the kids, can't you? Nah. There we go, might be a little bit woody now, because that's probably better off being harvested quite small, sort of between a golf ball and a tennis ball, but it can certainly be used in an emergency, some sort of turnip related emergency I assume. Can't think of one at the minute, but emergency involving turnips. That'd That'd be a turnip for the books, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if there's much good in there at all. They've sort of gone black and gnarled and very woody, so I think I've missed my window with them. I'll give them a wash up, I might be surprised. And there's another one just to prove my point. This is an ex-turnip. Might be alright, we'll have a go. And then the last one that I pulled is this beast here. Look at the size of him. Flipping Nora. Full of wireworms are they? Millipedes and wireworms. So I think that's where my problem is. They've just chewed into the surface and not best. That's the offending little article there. Loves to chew your root veggies. Well, that's actually not too bad inside there. Nice and clean, no sign of anything on the inside of it. So hopefully it's just a nasty barky skin. Might be quite woody, but should still be used in a stew. Sorry, I keep going Sean Connery when I have to multiple S words. Turnip. Tastes turnipy. Oh, quite spicy actually. Put a tingle on my tongue. That's what you get for licking things. Don't lick random plants in the allotment. I don't think anyone actually needs telling that. I'm going to crack on anyway because I feel like I'm rambling about licking turnips and it's just bad. It's just so bad. Yeah. Well, what a lovely day it's been down on the plot. I do feel like I've got a fair bit done in the way of clearing. That's my wheelbarrow, sort of piled precariously with weeds and everything ready to be composted. All my compost bins are pretty much full as well, so I'm just going to wait for that lot to rot down a bit, I think. So my wheelbarrow might be temporarily engaged. Right, so yeah, these beds clearing up now. So yeah, that's good. I'll start thinking about, and I said it on my last one, but thinking about my onions and my garlic, maybe my broad beans pretty soon. So yes, might as well have a little look round at what's left. All of the rhubarb now. Obviously it dies down every winter, so these guys are just giving us their last little burst. Started going a bit floppy and starting to die back a little bit, but looking nice and healthy. I shan't pick any more now. I'll let all the rest of the energy go back into those. What else have we got? Obviously we've got my teasel still there. I wanted to do something in the way of a display with the teasel because those little prickly heads are quite decorative, aren't they? But I can't think what, so maybe my creative flow will let me down on that one. The love lie's bleeding, looking a bit pathetic now. I've removed all of those nasturtiums. I thought, oh, I'll leave those in, but now they just look like, I don't know, just a couple of little twigs. Still, they can stay. What else have we got going on? I've got a very late artichoke here. This one's decided to start flowering. The bees have been loving that one today, and its little brother next to it. Maybe its sister. Maybe nothing to do with it. Don't know what I'm trying to say. Right. This sweet corn's gone over now as well, so that's ready to pull out. The cobs at the bottom didn't really come to much. They're only small and they've not really, you know, produced anything. So yes, what else? Ouch. These are the parsnips. They've been recently revealed. As you can see, the grass around needs a good trim because I had all of my pumpkins trailing over this area. So yeah, so the parsnips in there, not huge, but hopefully we'll get something out of them. I think sometimes the ones that are too big go a bit woody, so not always the best for eating. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some little juicy ones in there. Flower bed here with me blooming artichokes in there. We'll leave them to it for now. Runner beans are still alive, which I'm surprised about because of the cold weather. We've got a few of the pods now just drying off as well, so we'll leave them to it. Oh, I've just lost a leg off my tripod. What is a tripod with only 2 legs? That'd be a bipod, wouldn't it? Yes. Right, into the greenhouse. As you can see, these tomatoes now, leaves all curled up, starting to lose their colour. Very definitely coming towards the end of things now. I'm almost tempted to pick the rest of those tomatoes and call it quits for the plants. Chilies are still doing remarkably well actually. Oh, let's have a wander in. Yeah, these guys have been producing for a long time. That's a little cayenne there. And the plants still look pretty healthy as well. Some of the sweet peppers are looking pretty juicy as well. Look at that one. There's a little red one behind, all ready to harvest. Look at that, look at that. And then it's just it's a sea of, you know, and then it's just a sea of other chilies and peppers in various stages of ripeness. That's it. I always grow way too many, but yeah, I've just been harvesting them forever and a day, and they keep coming. There's a nice little jalapeno. Some more sweet peppers down here. Have a look at that one, juicy, juicy. Very nice. I've got some lavender plants down here as well. They're desperate to be potted out because they're just sitting in little pots looking miserable. This is a perfect time for planting your lavender outside as well. So I'm going to get them out very shortly. And a tray of asparagus hiding here. Again, I grew those from seed this year and I've not found a place for them yet, so they will not appreciate having their roots cramped up. Raspberries continue to harvest very, very well. There, these guys are popping up everywhere. Look at them, juicy little berries, ready to rock and roll. I'll have one right now. Nom, nom, nom. So yes, that's my bucket where I've been weeding. Can you tell where I've done? No, me neither. So I've got raspberry in my mouth now. And that brings us back round here actually. I've got my blueberry bushes. 1, 2, 3. Put on plenty of growth this year. Obviously no fruits yet. So we shall see what happens next year with those. Raspberries, sunflowers, because you know, why not, they get everywhere. And then back round to my petty pan that got frost damaged. So and there we go. And that's pretty much the state of play down on the plot at the moment. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but you know, you pick a style and you go with it. So yeah, thank you very much again for joining me again, and see you later. Bit of a miserable day today actually. Is it about the 2nd of October now? Absolutely chucking it down. It's Saturday. Been doing so all weekend. Well, it will be doing so. Words in the right order, but you know what I mean. There's one thing that I have ventured out to do actually, because I spotted an elephant garlic that I didn't realise that I had. Did a bit of weeding and it's still in there. These guys are meant to be out about June time, aren't they? But it's still in, so we're going to have a look, see if there's anything there. That might have been the sound of the elephant on my last one actually, reminding me. Do you see it's in there, sitting amongst my hollyhocks? This one. Oh, rain's absolutely beating down. I'm very glad that my camera's waterproof. We'll try and get him out, see if there's anything in there. I'm not too hopeful. But I don't know why not. Well, he's got a fair old bulb on him there. Whether it's actually just one bulb, I don't know if it works like regular garlic where it needs a frost to split. We'll get him in, have a look.